20 years ago, if you were talking about, you were making reference to like the hottest guy in the world, it would be Brad Pitt.
It'd be Brad Pitt, yeah.
Now it's like,
now you got to do Timothy Sports Chalet.
We're friends that laugh, we're friends that shout. Sometimes we don't know what we're talking about, but that won't stop us. Nothing can stop us. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause I'm sure you use the love, just rebrand it enough. It's stronger, better, bigger power, 'cause it is the golden hour. It's the golden hour.
I think him and Michael Keaton started doing stand-up together.
Oh, wow.
oh, wow.
Does that ring a bell? Yeah.
You forget that guy was like super funny back in the day.
Not me. I never forget that. I go sleep thinking about that. Are we going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you?
Michael Keaton's funny. I go like this. I go, what am I forgetting? I go, oh yeah, Michael Keaton's funny.
That's why I never could wrap my brain around him being Batman.
Yeah, well, that was the whole thing. When he got Batman,
I was like, Beetlejuice
everyone
can't be
was
Batman.
like, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. They thought it was really weird, but Tim Burton killed it. I guess, that's what they say. And I believe that too, but I'm just saying that's the consensus.
Don't you remember? You watched it.
Oh, yeah. No, I loved it.
I
But
didn't
Tim
like
Burton killed it. You didn't like it?
Nah, it was all right.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You didn't like the Batman with Michael Keaton?
It wasn't my favorite. If I was ranking all the Batmans, it wouldn't be in the tops.
What's your ranking?
I'm just saying.
I loved that movie. Fuck, I loved that movie.
If I had to rank the best Batmans, okay?
Well, what are you, the movie? The movies? Or not the person, the character?
Okay, well, that's actually a different list.
Yeah,
You're
it
right.
is different, yeah.
The movies, yeah.
The movies.
Yeah, that's a tough one. I mean, I think...
This was a great one, though. This Batman with Michael Keaton, that was a great one.
I think the first I think Nolan's first Batman, to me, would be number one because it changed the superhero genre.
First of all, it's genre. And you've been saying genre, and this is
genre.
the time I'm correcting you.
No, it's Jon.
No.
R-A.
So hold on here now. Let's do this here. Okay, are we going to do this?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, but hold on.
Okay, go. Two different lists though. Best Batman movies.
Yeah, that's definitely different lists. Did you see? When is the last time you seen the Dark Knight one?
The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
You talking about the first
one? The one that you said was the best one.
The first one, the Batman.
The one
I watched it like I don't know, a few months ago. I loved watching those movies.
It's okay.
I know, but
it's okay.
I know. I hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
With Liam Neeson, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What I'm saying though is like up till then, all superhero movies were cartoony.
That's not.
He turned it into like a real movie. Okay, and then cut to the next.
Bro, he still bends a fucking gun barrel like this.
Yeah, but they made a noise like it was the suit, and that isn't in Batman. Yeah, it made like
got you.
Yeah.
I stand corrected.
Yeah, you damn right. Don't get me started on superhero movies. But okay, so my ranking then.
Are we doing Batman or the movies?
Okay, should we go Batman's first or movies?
Let's do movies first.
Movies first. Okay, well that changes it a little bit then. I still think Batman Begins. I think is the best one. I like Batman Begins. All right, and then I would go with. Damn, those are the ones.
S-tier, huh?
Ugh.
You're not gonna like my takes, bro.
Oh man, I almost want to go. You know what? I want to go with the Val Kilmer one.
Really?
Which one was that?
Batman Forever.
Batman Forever.
Love that movie.
Really?
Yeah. I just like Val Kilmer. I think that he made. Without Val Kilmer, I wouldn't put.
Would
that
he
there.
play in it again? Batman. Okay.
He's Bat.
Okay.
What?
Well, he's just so weird that he's Batman.
I know. Well, that any weirder than Michael Keaton?
Blonde Batman's weird. But anyway.
That's the one with Jim Carrey.
He wasn't blonde.
Yeah, no, I know that.
Yeah.
And Jim Carrey was a little over the top in that, and that's
Yeah,
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. The genre
that's what
was
they
over
made.
the top.
Genre,
at the time,
but
right?
yes.
The genre. And then I would probably go with what's his face? No, then it's the second Batman with the guy that won an Oscar with Heath Ledger. Then it's the Dark Knight. Yeah. And then I would go with the Batman that just came out.
I thought that
That sucked.
Hold on.
I don't care. That's your list.
Hold on.
Are we asking for Nick's list now?
I like how angry you got.
Yeah.
Okay.
How dare you?
But
I walked out.
hold on. Why are they both in the number 2 slot? That's A? What
Because
is A?
they're actually tiering it.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
So yeah,
Right,
there's not
okay.
enough spots.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, the next one on the list would be that one. Thank you.
Okay, that's fine. You're tiering it.
Yeah, and then what? These other ones count as Batman
Yeah, well,
movies?
Justice League cartoon, like, come on.
No, that doesn't count. Justice League doesn't count either. It has to be like Batman has to be in the title of the freaking movie.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then I would go with
The last one's
you know what? I would go with the Penguin one with Michael Keaton.
Okay.
You know?
Okay. You think that's better than the original one?
Yes, I do.
All right.
I do.
Jack Nicholson, right there.
Jack Nicholson was great, but I just
the second one, Batman. Wait,
Batman.
second one from the right. Is that it? Second one from the right.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah, then I would go with Batman, Superman.
Oh no, that's the worst one. The beyond worst.
Wait. This is the thing, though. This is the thing.
Okay.
When Batman goes to rescue Superman's mom,
Yeah.
that's the greatest Batman fight ever.
Okay.
Okay, it's an homage to the video game. Like, he did the disruptor. He did the batarang.
I'm pissed.
He did the freaking the grappling hook.
I'm pissed.
He did the freaking that's
The
just
fact
trust
that
me.
you said
Trust me.
it's based on the video game,
Yeah.
and that's a good thing.
For
I'm
me,
pissed.
hey, this is my list.
I'm pissed.
You want to make your own list? Make your own fucking list.
I will
Okay,
make
then
my
I would
list.
go Dark Knight Rises, and then then the next the Batman, the original, and then whatever that last one is on the list there.
All right.
Yeah, that would be my list.
Okay.
Dark Knight
What a-
Rises.
what a-
Rises?
Yeah.
What a terrible
Bane?
list.
Yeah, I agree.
It's at the bottom. I'm just ranking all of them. They're there, so we have to put them on the list. I agree. I didn't like that one either. I thought that one was like
No,
the way it started. I thought it was
The
great.
list is terrible.
Okay, that's my list.
I understand. You have a terrible Batman list.
Okay, it's my list. Can
You're
I
gonna
have
hate
my list?
My mine's going to be the most hated, though.
Oh yeah, thank you. You don't even know anything about these movies.
I guess I do. I do.
And then Batman and Robin is not on there, but that would be the worst one.
Which one's that one?
That's the one where the gay
Oh.
one,
It's on there.
the Arnold
This one.
Schwarzenegger one.
This one.
That's the last one. Whatever it is, that's the last one.
Oh,
Okay.
that was, really bad.
Yeah, that's the last one. There's nothing
All
worse
right,
than
yeah.
that one.
I
okay?
don't know, man.
No, dude.
But I got, okay. All right. Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So is it my
Eat
turn?
it.
How do I do it? What do I do? Do we need to clear it or no? Do we clear it?
How do I clear?
I don't know. Just make a
No,
new,
you save
Make
it,
a whole nother
And
thing.
you make it Eric's list.
Make a whole nother download image. Look how stupid this is. Just screenshot it.
I did,
Oh,
but
okay.
yeah.
Cool. Thank God we saved it to our hard drive. Thank God.
Yeah, that needs to be saved forever.
What is Tier Maker? That's what this is. They just make it. All right, cool.
Yeah, Nick's a nerd. He finds bullshit things.
Well,
like
yeah. Thank God. All right.
you know what they need? They need a tier website.
Top one.
You do it with fruit?
Hands down, best one was the one Robert Pattinson was in.
Oh my god.
Oh, where's
No,
all
he
your
hates
big?
it. He hates it. He hates it. Best one,
You think so?
hands down.
Why?
Because I liked that they fit his and this is not even me. I loved the emo depressionness of it. I loved it. I fucking loved it, dude.
You know what? That's what I'm saying. I don't disagree
Yeah.
with you. The things I liked about that, that movie is it took away from it took it away from everything we know about the other Batmans and did their own thing. This is Batman Year 3.
I liked.
You know what I mean?
I
I liked
liked-
all of that about it too.
I liked.
It was just too long. The ending, the last third of that movie was trash.
I liked how he was the I am vengeance Batman.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it, dude.
Me too.
You didn't really know who he was. This was the only Batman where it was like, who is this guy?
Yeah.
Everyone else, you're like, you know who he is. Look at him walking around, and it's Bruce Wayne. That's him.
Take 30 minutes off that movie. It would be my favorite
All right.
too.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
Okay. And I would go number 2 would be the Michael Keaton one.
Which
The-
one?
the first one.
There's
The
3.
first one. The first one.
All right.
And then I would say,
I'm not mad at it.
and then I would maybe say, one of the ones that what's his name did, Nolan.
Nolan?
But I don't know the difference. The Bane one was cool. The Joker one was great. People think the Joker one's the best one, so maybe I would say the Joker one. I don't know though.
The only thing is, like, he died in the editing. The movie would have been different if Heath Ledger had stayed alive.
And then the rest doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter.
you know what? Listen, I understand.
Yeah. The rest just doesn't
That's what
matter.
you got to pick.
Yeah. I mean, Batman and Robin, Superman and Batman. One of the Nolan ones is terrible to me. And then
That's the Bane one.
Maybe this next one I put the second Batman Returns with the Penguin. That's kind of, at least it was a little scary with the Penguin on the second from right.
I thought Danny DeVito was great as the Penguin.
But other than, it's just like it doesn't matter, dude. The rest, Superman, Batman, maybe worst. I get what you're saying.
No, it's not the worst.
I get what you're saying. Arnold Schwarzenegger one, but at least that one didn't try to be anything it's not. Batman and Superman tried to come away. They tried to have a message, bro.
What's a message?
Yeah, it was like
What's the message?
when they were both like, "Oh, my mom's name is Margaret. Oh, I love you, oh,
Margaret,
or whatever the fuck it was, Mary,
Martha,
Margaret."
See, that's what I'm saying. I can't have a conversation with this motherfucker because he don't know the facts.
The fucking these guys talk about what was it? Peter Parker's the Spider-Man. You know what I mean? It's like all names are stupid. All their names are stupid.
Okay.
But anyway,
all right, let's go best Batmans.
Still.
So that would be different.
Yeah.
That would be different.
That's a different
for me.
list. Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
All right, my number one Batman.
I do like what Robert Pattinson did with it.
Yeah.
But
he's not my favorite.
He's not my favorite. Yeah.
My favorite. I think Ben Affleck was the best Batman.
Dude, I if you're talking Batman,
Yeah, just Batman.
yeah,
I thought he was the best Batman.
I agree.
And then number two, it would be Val Kilmer. I think Val Kilmer just killed that role.
After Ben Affleck, it doesn't matter.
Oh, here we go.
I would say
Here we go. This is like if you're not going to take the list serious,
Yeah, I get it.
You can't be a part of the list.
I like
okay?
number ones, bro.
It can't be. It can't be nothing else matters.
My favorite
okay?
comedian is me. The rest doesn't matter. Oh yeah, remember these?
Oh my god. Well, I guess you have to count. Oh
Adam
man.
West.
I mean, Adam West.
The voiceover
wow.
guys. It's like no, you
can't count the voiceover guys.
You know.
Yeah, but if you're gonna count, if you're gonna go to the television series,
But now do you include Bruce Wayne? You include Bruce Wayne, then
wow.
Christian Bale gets way higher.
we have our. Oh, you know what?
Because he was the best Bruce Wayne. Christian Bale's best Bruce Wayne.
Now you're talking my language.
That's
right
what I'm
now.
saying.
I think Ben Affleck was the best Batman, but I would say Christian Bale was the best Bruce Wayne.
So if you take
because it
all-
showed the origin story.
Yeah. But you take,
love
but
this
no, it's not even that.
conversation.
It's you take the whole character because they didn't even really explore the Bruce Wayne in the new one.
Yeah.
He
with
was a
Ben
whiny
Affleck.
little bitch.
Yeah, he was a whiny little bitch. But
Yeah.
but that's okay. Trust fund or whatever the fuck. It's like Bruce Wayne's Bruce Wayne. you
Yeah,
know?
but after a while, you're like, okay, you know there's a certain origin stories you
Nick
know.
gets hard when he sees that.
That's the best. That's the best Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
Oh God,
Nick
the
gets
origin
hard.
stories that you know the best are Spider-Man and Batman.
Yeah.
I mean, and Superman. Those are the three. Like you know the origin stories. So when they make a movie and
And
they're going to show
Aaron Brockovich
and they're going to
too.
show the origin story, you're just kind of like, okay, I don't need to see this again. We know what happened with Spider-Man.
Yeah. No, I agree.
You know what I mean?
I agree.
When I first started doing comedy, I had this bit about like, Superman would get recognized by an old Jewish couple.
Yeah.
And they would be like, Clark? Clark Kent from Smallville? And it'd just
back.
be like, yeah, I know. I just remember doing it.
No, it's not me.
Yeah,
him.
It's Clark.
Yeah.
Stanley, it's Clark Kent. You know what I mean? But it just, He said, you're from Krypton. They got the good Gelsons,
No, yeah. I don't know. They wouldn't have Gelsons on Krypton, dude, and that goes against your own rules. That goes against your own fucking dork
You're
rules.
waiting to get me, huh? You know what okay, can I say, and we're not going to finish this list, but it's fine. You know one of the worst scenes for that kind of vibe is in the Superman movie. I think it's that one where,
Superman,
what's
Batman.
his name? Who's the father? The guy that plays his father is what's his name? Gerard Butler?
Gerard Carmichael.
No, did Gerard Butler play his father in, I think so.
I don't know. Who cares? Anyway.
But he's like he's a computer hologram of, and he's talking to Clark, and he's like, and then like he needs to like
Russell Crowe.
Russell Crowe, thank you, Russell
Smashed
Crowe.
it.
Russell Crowe. So Russell Crowe does this thing so he's supposed to be a computer likeness of his father in the computer, and they need to open up a door, and the computer character goes like this, and the door opens. Why the fuck would it need to do this?
It's a computer.
It's a fucking computer. He just go like this. Not even have to do that. He could just stand there. The door would open. But the fact that he had this like, and in my mind, I know that on the set, Russell Crowe did that, and then they just couldn't say, well, moving on. You know what I mean? They couldn't say, hey, man, we don't need to do that.
Yeah, except
That kind of shit's important to me because it's bullshit.
you're dumb, bro.
It's important to me. That kind of shit's
hold
important to
on.
me.
That is stupid, okay?
It's stupid.
Yes, it is. But hold
I
on.
can't get past it.
Wait, though. Just do a
listening.
little bit of thinking beyond your own mind, your own brain, bro. Think about this.
You don't even do that.
I'm doing it now.
Okay, go.
He might do that because they programmed that in so the person seeing it knows that the door's fucking open. Got it. Gotcha out of that one. No, for real.
That's stupid.
It is stupid, but
That's stupid.
But I'm just saying,
It didn't have to be so.
fine. You know, it's like,
Come on, man.
this guy.
It's dumb.
You
It's
know,
just dumb, dude.
What's dumb is when you come off of me talking about on stage The Matrix in a humorous way, and then you saying the bit doesn't make sense because Neo wouldn't do the thing, and we're at the
Yeah,
fucking
that's
comedy
Jedi-
store.
That's Jedi
Comedy.
power. That's Jedi power. Know your powers. You can't. Neo did. Okay.
Yeah,
I'm not
it's
even
just-
gonna. Nick,
dude.
move on to the next.
Yeah.
But the best Batman is.
Now let's talk about this, dude. The Will Smith thing here, okay? Did you see this?
I didn't see this.
Oh, you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Oh, perfect. Okay, so Will Smith made a new music video, and now, dude, it's one of these things where I wanna be on Will Smith's side. Okay, do whatever you want to do, barring slap fucking Chris Rock. Make music.
Do that too. Who cares?
Make music. Do movies. Do what you want to do. He made this.
Hit it.
I like pretty girls. Girls, 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 girls. I love pretty girls. Girls, 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 girls. I like pretty girls. Girls, girls, girls.
This is a fucking Kohl's commercial.
I love pretty girls. Girls,
The outfit.
And he's 56.
56.
you don't gotta wait in line tonight. You too fine for the line
The jacket.
tonight. 5 + 5, you a dime tonight. It's a full house, better play your cards right. I'ma post your pick if you pose. Make one phone call, you in vogue. Head, shoulders, knees, toes.
Okay, pause.
Wait, pose. I'm about
Oh, damn it. Missed it.
You got it. Okay, and I don't know.
No, look.
This is my
God
first,
bless Will
This is
Smith.
my first time saying this. Okay?
Yeah, I know.
And
I
I'll
know.
just say this. It's like,
And I like Will Smith.
but get some pretty girls.
Well, I know that. Right.
Chris.
Get some pretty girls. Where the pretty girls? But he goes on to say, hey, there aren't many girls that aren't pretty to me. Like he's lightly trying to do an equality thing.
I get it.
No, that's annoying.
No.
Okay.
It's annoying.
Okay.
But I get it.
Okay, yeah.
So what I'm saying is like, I don't want this message coming from him.
Yeah.
And my thing is this too. You're 56. The pretty girls you should have up there, it should be like Dolly Parton, you know.
I see.
So what I'm saying is like, I don't buy this.
That would be funny.
You know, this is like if he was doing this.
No, this is all-
If
yeah.
he was doing this video back when he was like 25 and it was like Fresh Prince of Bel Air, and you trying to be like boom, because we know, oh, he gets girls.
You'd be laying that pipe down to them.
But now we know he's married to like, you know, and it's just kind of like you're like, nah, man, this message shouldn't be coming from you.
Right.
That's what I don't like about it.
Well,
so I'm fine with those girls. It's like I said, if
Yeah,
it was
well,
like,
those girls are pretty. I mean, they're
yeah,
pretty.
right.
Yeah,
But
sure,
if it was like whatever the hot rapper is right now, some 22-year-old rapper doing this, we'd be
Right.
like, all right, okay, we see what he. But this message shouldn't be coming from him.
Okay, fine. Yes, true. But
That's
also
all.
the song. Just the song by anyone.
That's a whole thing. That's a whole other thing.
I understand you don't want to stray too far from the hip hop that you do. I get that. That's fine. It just goes back to that argument where it's like hip hop is just like it's not a young man's game.
It is
It is a young man's game.
a young man's
Yeah,
game.
that's what I'm saying. But it's not a young man's
Yeah, it's
game,
a
which is
young
what we're
man's
seeing
game.
right here.
It's like farting. Farting is a young man's game.
Because you're just shitting when you're old.
Yeah.
You just go,
When
whoops.
you're 20, you could just push.
You fart and
yeah.
that's 50s. Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying with this. It's like, I don't know, man.
Did you see the tweet that someone said it was a tempo issue?
And now I this is a thing.
tempo issue.
This is a thing that
It does make it better.
it drives me nuts because it doesn't make it even a little bit better. It's as bad as it is, fast or slow. You can play the tempo, but they're like, somebody's like, speed it up and it's a banger. No. This is the fast one?
This is
Wait a minute. Hold on. Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Wait till he starts rapping.
Okay, I'm taking, let me just. Why is he small in it?
You don't gotta wait in line tonight. You're too fine for the line tonight.
It's a little better.
And then they said 0.75 too.
Oh, yeah? Oh, right, the chopped and screwed version? The David Banner version?
Regular?
The regular's the worst one, yeah.
You and your twin on a jet ski. I'll change your life if you let me. Pretty girl. I love pretty girls.
You know, the Asian girl's really pretty.
Yeah, but she's still old. Asians just don't age.
Right. Yeah, this is she's really pretty too.
Okay, you know what? Let me give you an example. Drake's video where he had all the girls in it. That's okay.
Well, yeah, now he's 38 or something.
I know, but what I'm saying though is like that vibe of that video.
Yeah.
It's okay to have those people in it. Because my thing is this. Also, you're Will Smith. Don't have nobodies. That's another thing that, you know. If he had some some regular looking but they famous chicks, then we go with this. We're like, oh, okay, that's so and so from
right.
You know what I mean? But if it's just like random chicks and it's Will Smith, because look, let's just be 100. This is Patreon, so nobody's gonna really,
I know. Careful, I know Jaden.
Okay, my thing, Will Smith ain't dating any of those girls.
No, yeah, of course not.
That's why I don't believe it.
Right.
This is what I'm saying. He would never be with.
I like famous girls.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
And also the line should say, there should be a line in there say, and you know I ain't gay, right? Because this is so crazy. To make this as a 56-year-old, it's crazy.
Does he have other songs?
Yeah, I don't know if they're out yet, but this was him in the.
Yeah.
The whole thing's weird.
He performed in the streets of
I'm
London.
not quite sure what's weird about it, but I know some things that are weird.
I like pretty girl.
No one giving a shit seems to make it weird. Just kind of like.
But
this isn't the summertime banger that he thinks it is.
But that's the thing I don't get is that
See, now,
why doesn't he know this?
Yeah.
You know, I get you have a lot of yes men.
This is the conversation we had. Old rappers are like cool dads.
Yeah, yeah.
They don't know. This is past you.
I feel like, honestly, Eminem knows. I feel like Eminem understands what he is, and he's like, whatever, I'll just still make funny videos.
You know what though? Yes and no. I think he found out through the battles with what's his name? MGK. I think in that moment, I think he's also self-aware enough to know, like, oh, this didn't go the way I thought it was going to go.
What do you mean?
No. I'm saying it did come.
Got it.
It came across of like, this is the old rapper and this is the young rapper and I'm trying to fuck your daughter then it turned into a thing. It didn't come across like in the end where you were like, you weren't like, oh man, Eminem killed him. He's like the dopest rapper. No, it came across like this is an old rapper and this is a young rapper.
Yeah.
And no one came out, and then you mad at MGK because you're like, yo, bro, this dude paved the way for you, and he's top 5 greatest rappers of all time. Eminem is in there. You can make that argument, and if you want to say he's the greatest rapper ever, I'll listen to that
an argument too. Yeah.
But MGK is never, ever, ever going to be in that argument. Okay, so there's no he has no business doing what he was doing. So it didn't come across like in the end you were like a battle like Jay-Z and Nas.
Mm-hmm. Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So I think Eminem kind of like felt like maybe I shouldn't have got involved in this. I actually saw an interview of him talking about this in that way. I being like, I don't know, like. I needed to go at him, but it just didn't come across. Eminem's got a specific.
But that's what I'm saying. He's smart. He's self-aware.
Yeah. But this is weird.
Right. But even wearing that stuff is just, I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
it's like it makes me uncomfortable. Like, and then I'm like, am I okay wearing what I wear? Like I'm, and it's like because it's like I already stopped. I got these shoes 5 years ago, but it's like I wouldn't buy them now because I'm 45.
I'm all about comfortable shoes.
You know what I'm saying?
And like that. It's like I get you, man. I don't know. I mean, look, he's also going through like to me an existential crisis.
Maybe
after
Maybe,
being like, I remember when it started. It started with After Earth. And he was on like Jimmy Kimmel or one of those shows, and he's sitting there talking about it, and he's like, this is the first time one of my movies hasn't opened number one. And he was talking about it like it was a hit to and I think that he's been chasing that ever since. Ever since it's like, you get your time.
Yeah.
You get your time to be like the type of movie star that people dream of. Like he was like, he could do no wrong. He was a black cowboy that in that one terrible movie,
Wild Wild West.
Wild Wild West.
Careful, it was all right.
But what I'm
misunderstood,
saying is,
but
what I'm saying is he's that guy. He could do that, and now it just got weird after COVID, and then all that stuff with his wife and all that stuff they put out, and then he slaps Chris Rock, and now he's like, how can I get it all back? And it's just never going to happen.
Right. But I still kind of do like the, when he did that. I just bite off more than I could chew, and then I chew it. I kind of like that. He was it's kind of nice. But like the fucking, this is not good. But because Will Smith, he's really talented. I mean, like the guy's fucking great. He's a great actor, I don't know what guy.
I just wish that he would just now be an actor. Meaning like...
Right.
You don't have to, I want him to come out in like a little artsy fartsy film. I want him to be like a villain in something.
And you think like, because he probably has gray hair, right?
Oh, he definitely has gray hair. You see it all the time. He says it on the thing. He's in interviews. He's like, I only dye my hair, but the best on the part I'm doing. But when he's just out in regular, he's just
So if he's
but
dying,
now he's not doing that because he's trying to be a fucking hip hop
artist. That's what I'm saying.
Again.
So why?
That's what I'm saying. He's having a crisis. This is for him though. This is
interesting.
him buying a motorcycle at 56.
Yeah.
When you're rich like that, you're like your motorcycle is. You're on Instagram. You have an Instagram team, and you have a hip hop album. My 56 is gonna be. You know what I mean, Chris? Check out I'm gonna have one of these bikes.
Yeah,
Chris.
bro. I hope so. Patreon, help him out. Come on, we need more subscribers.
You know what I'm saying though?
I like pretty, and I'm also not gay. Dong 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 dong.
I remember the
I
first.
slept with 7 women. Dong dong dong.
So stupid. I remember when I saw Bad Boys. I'll never forget this. I'm with my buddy who was like kind of a hater at the time with him, and I said, when I saw Bad Boys, I was like, oh, this dude. I was like, this dude's it.
Yeah.
He gonna be like, he was like, nah, man, no, he not. I was like, no, dude, this is it. And then he from there just Independence Day and all these type of movies. And I think he's in a mode where he's chasing that. And I think I think him slapping Chris Rock also woke him up to being like, oh no, anybody can lose their fame. Because he had that untouchable sort of Tom Cruise vibe.
Yeah, he did.
And then now I think it's all gone. Now he's just strictly famous, and he's remembered for he has such a body of work that when you think of Will Smith, the first thing you think of might be the slap, but the second thing you might think of is Independence Day.
When you think of Will
Prince
Smith,
of Bel-Air.
the first thing you think of isn't the slap.
No. What I'm saying is for some people it is now.
Okay.
But what I'm saying is, right after that, it's going to be like, West Philadelphia, born and raised. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So he's got enough equity that he can survive. But I think he's trying to get back to a level
I get it.
Never going to happen.
You're,
don't you think?
Yeah, you're very. This was very well thought out.
This is just how I think.
No. Sometimes you're off, bro.
But you like this one?
I really like this take because I don't even. I'm not even sure if I agree with it. I think I do agree with it, but it's just you're hitting all the angles. Very nice. You know what you're treating it like? You're treating it like it's a basketball game, and you're really breaking it down, dude.
Yeah.
And I really appreciate that. And I really like how long you've been talking about it. My wife would say it was too long, and she would say be quiet because that's why we'd be like, no, but baby, you don't understand. We got to keep going.
Yeah, this is why we podcast.
This is why we podcast.
You know what I'm saying?
So wives,
without podcast, I'd be divorced because my wife would be like, you're still talking about that?
So wives, you're welcome for this podcast.
Yeah.
And you don't even listen. My wife, sometimes she listens, but it's like
Rachel will have it on.
Yeah.
I hear myself and I hear you, and I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
She's like, Wolf likes to see you.
Yeah.
I feel like this guy was going through it with his wife
Oh man. Look, first of all, look at that woman. What is that? The judge?
That's the judge.
Okay, well, don't fuck with her. Obviously, right there, you don't fuck with her,
dude. That's like Carrie at high school. You know what I mean? Like,
separate.
Okay, but it wasn't 3 separate.
I know,
Let's go
but-
with what happened in the case.
But honey,
is that her husband?
That's the part. That's the part.
Wow. That's why I was like, oh
It wasn't 3
shit.
separate.
I
Let's
know.
go with what happened.
I need to relax after seeing that.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah, dude, I'm with you. That's why I was like, oh my god. Like, my reaction is like, oh my god, that's her husband.
The motherfucker
Honey,
said, honey, I'm doing the podcast this way. I can't. The motherfucker said, honey, to the judge.
ooh.
Honey. Oh, that is. Dude, fuck my ass.
Yeah, that's tough.
Fuck my ass. This is unreal. This is. You know what, dude?
All right, turn around.
Honestly, even for this, fuck Will Smith. Okay, play it.
This could have been 3 separate.
Okay, but it wasn't 3 separate.
I know,
Let's go
but-
with what happened in the case.
But honey, or oh my god, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That I don't know what to say to that. I apologize.
Okay, go ahead.
The
Good on her, man.
the question here.
Well, she is a
what
judge.
happened? I'm sorry, I've just been totally thrown.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
My
can imagine.
mistake.
I can imagine.
Yeah, wait till we
I'm
get
a little
home.
thrown by that also, if I'm being honest.
Oh no. Okay.
I don't know what to say. It's just
All right.
Okay, well, go ahead. You've only got 1 minute and 7 seconds left.
The
Go ahead, Sweetums. She says.
the question.
Anyway, I'm throwing. Go ahead, Sweetie Pie.
Wait, Chris. You know what he's thrown to? He's like, you've sucked my dick, so I can't. I don't trust your authority. Your decision making.
What if he did say that? Oh my god, dude! This is a travesty. This is a travesty to our nation.
Wait, check this out.
Yeah.
All right, you're now.
Yeah.
That's your lawyer.
Fired from there. You're fired.
You're sitting there, and he
you're
says
fired.
that, and now he's stumbling over the honey thing. He doesn't even see you because you're going like this. You know what I mean? He don't even see that you're looking at it like this. Are you fucking kidding me?
You would just chair like this. Like,
Wait, you would.
and I had to wear a suit.
No, you would have done exactly what you just did. You would have turned around to the people watching.
Yeah. Oh, how do you?
So
you know
ridiculous.
You know what sucks is that could totally just be from this morning with his wife. He was arguing with her, and
He got a ticket. You know.
yeah.
He sounds so frustrated. He's like, honey.
Yeah.
3 separate.
okay, but it wasn't 3 separate.
I know,
Let's go
but-
with what happened in the case.
But honey, or oh my god, I'm sorry.
No, because you know what? He was like, that could have been about like, like why we're not going to go to that one restaurant. Like this is how they talk at home.
I understand.
They talk at
bro.
home like this, and like he at home, he's like he would, if it was at home, he would have been like this, honey. We're not in your courtroom right now. That's what was going to
They're not
come
married.
next. They're not married.
No, that's
he
what makes it worse.
He accidentally called the judge honey.
He is not married to her.
I thought they were married.
I would understand why you would think that.
Hey, look at me. They fucked.
Either way, bro.
No. They've been in a relationship.
I don't agree with that. Now,
They've been in a
I don't
relationship.
necessarily agree with that. She is way out of his league. Okay, but by the way,
Just career wise.
but by the way,
Wow.
this is it. You know what? Usually stuff like this is good for podcasts because you could talk about it. I am beside myself.
I wasn't sure if you did this to me on accident.
Oh,
but
what?
You texted.
Babe or something?
Yeah,
Oh,
you
yeah. I,
said-
do. I meant to do that to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
I figured it was a joke,
I
but
meant
I
to
was
do
like,
that to
because
you.
he just texted his wife.
Yeah.
just
No,
ending
I
the
meant to do
thing.
that to you.
No, but
I called
this
you
is-
babe, right? Yeah.
But this is one of these.
I would never ask my wife for the Patreon numbers. Nick.
Oh my god! But the thing with this is like you, for me, there's only 2 women in your life right now. For you, I'm talking to you, just you
Yeah,
personally.
okay.
There's only 2 women you would
Okay.
put up with bullshit with.
Uh-huh.
That's your wife and your mom.
Sure.
Okay, that's it. So This guy is on the same kind of vibe like that.
Yeah, but you use transference though. You're pissed off at something, and you're still pissed off. You leave the house, and then this happens. And you go,
Therapy's doing good
"Honey."
for Chris.
Yeah.
Transference.
It's true, bro.
for
I mean,
you.
you know,
I
and
get
it's
it.
like, but what sucks is this guy made a mistake. That's what sucks, and now he's gonna eat shit about it. Who knows what's gonna happen to him? That sucks.
Well,
The
really-
fallout's gonna be. Well, I hope the fallout's not too bad because it could be an honest mistake.
Well, you know what the fallout's bad is like, you cut to the courtroom camera and his wife's sitting in the back like this. Then when, and then when they get home, she's like, "Oh, so everybody's honey." And,
Now you get why I judge you.
yeah, she's probably mad.
Yeah.
She saw this.
Yeah.
His wife's probably mad. You know.
He's talking to his wife. He's like, Your Honor, I object.
Yeah.
Dude, my Kristen, if I did that, oh man, she would laugh so fucking hard. She would laugh so hard. I feel like she'd probably be pretty mad, probably too, right?
I think so, Chris.
but they don't understand. Guys are barely thinking anyway. So you gotta, oh honey, I call her honey. I call the fucking, I say babe to the fucking gardener because.
No, different though. This is the difference. It's different to call somebody that when you're clearly in a disagreement. And you're like, this guy's clearly in a disagreement, and his first thought is, "This is just like my wife, honey." You know what I mean? Like that.
Very, very good point.
You know
You're
what I'm
firing today. You're firing today. I got to hand it to you.
Well, I normally don't get a chance to finish my thoughts.
Well, yeah. You're winning this podcast. Okay.
So I'm wondering, what do you guys think is more embarrassing, what that guy did,
Okay.
or what this guy that meets Livy Dune?
Oh no.
Did he just
What
come?
is that?
He dropped his soda.
Oh, I thought he busted. God damn. Oh.
No, that's not that bad. It's embarrassing because he's a regular guy. But if I did that, I'd keep eye contact with her
she a bas-
straight up and be like, "Look what you made me do."
Is she a basketball player?
No, she's only 5'6". This guy has to be
Oh
5'2".
my.
Oh, so he's used to being insecure. You know what?
She's only
When-
5'6".
you heard too
She's
when
got platforms on or
But
some
it
shit.
doesn't matter. He's fucking a shrimp bowl. But when she looked at her, he goes like this. I'm sorry. It's just I get really nervous.
At the meetings, Casey's gonna be like, "What are you doing, bro?"
Even Casey's gonna be like,
What you
"What are you
doing,
doing,
man?"
bro?" That's crazy. She's 5'6". She looks like she's fucking 6'2".
Yeah, because how tall? Because this guy next to her looks. I don't know. It's weird.
You can see her heels.
You can't judge.
What if at right there he just goes, "Oh no, have you heard Will Smith's new song?"
It's just playing in the background?
I like pretty girls. I drop a soda for you. I drop a fucking soda for you. I'm too short.
Terrible.
I'm short as shit. I ain't gay too. Girls. Why
Lawyer,
is Johnny
but honey,
Depp trending?
oh my god. Oh, because he had a great. He was saying he had an interview where he was like, I was the test dummy for Me Too, and he was like, and he's talking about all the people that like were talking like his fake friends and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's an interesting interview about everything that happened.
You know, they didn't like me. They I thought Brad Pitt was my friend.
Yeah. People make business decisions and they fucking turn their back on them. That's why he was like, fuck this. I don't care how much money this is going to. He was like, I bet in this thought in his mind was like, I don't care how much money I have to spend. Fuck this.
What?
Johnny Depp.
Fuck what part?
The part about him being like fired and all these things being said about him. He was like, fuck this. Give me a lawyer.
Oh,
We're
right.
going to court.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know?
Right there. What's the Patreon at, babe? That was for Nick.
That was clearly.
Meant. Oh yeah. Oh, dude, this is crazy. Well, what's crazy is that there's another Joey Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
This guy's Joey Lawrence.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
Okay, let's see.
This is crazy. I don't. This is who should be singing "I Like Pretty Girls."
Yeah.
Look at the ice, bro.
Yeah, check it out. That would make sense. And even if the girls aren't that pretty.
Nah, everything makes sense with this guy.
Yeah. Well, let me hear. I love that I get to.
And I'm not gay. That's what he would say. That part, he'd be like, "Oh yeah."
Bro, they tried to nerf us at the door because our fits were too fucking hard. I'm being dead ass. I'm being dead ass. They were like, you can't come in wearing that because Carson was wearing this hard ass Satoshi Nakamoto flannel and I was wearing this Capital like vest that was cut off. And I was like, they were like, you can't come in. And I was like, bro, I have text with the owner saying that we're good. And they were like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, your fits are fucking crazy. Most of the time we just don't let people in wearing this type of stuff.
Yeah, bro, they're literally like, no, you guys aren't good. We're wearing fits that we would like sport on.
Whoa.
Shit,
and they're like, hold your horses, guys. Like Tyler, bro. If we didn't have the text with the managers, bro, or the owner of the club,
been clipped, bro. Bro, they.
The other guy shouldn't get to talk.
Yeah.
Brother. No, listen. The other guy don't get to talk.
Brother.
This is the cool guy.
Brother.
That has the lingo right. The other guy's just like his guy.
Brother.
You know what I mean?
Brother. They're both terrible. Okay.
No, I get it, but at least I believe this guy believes he's that guy. The other guy's with a guy who believes he's that guy, so that guy for sure isn't that guy.
These guys need Will Smith slaps. These are.
That should be our ranking system.
Yeah.
Is this a Will Smith slap?
This is. You're a dad. Wolf grows up.
Oh.
They tried to nerf us at the door, man, with the fits and the.
Oh, I'm getting. Well, first of all, he's not gonna want to do that around me because
I know
I'm always gonna clown.
I know that, but
You know
what
what I'm
if he
saying?
did that? You failed.
Yeah, I agree with you. You failed as a
No.
no, but Chris,
Get home.
There's a time that like rebelliousness is going to come.
Sure,
it's how they come out of that.
Yeah, but that he's got facial hair. It's too old.
Yeah,
he's fucking 28.
His eyebrows are way too.
They tried to nerf us at the door. And what? Excuse me, young man.
You know what? This is very unk energy right here.
Yeah. That's fine. I'm on. But like, dude, what the fuck? This kind of shit. You know what, bro? This episode is just showing us too many harrowing things. I thought Will Smith was fine. Okay, I've seen it before. The fucking Honey Judge thing, and then this guy, the new Joey Lawrence. Excuse me, young man. They tried to what you at the door?
This guy reminds me of that Jack Doherty guy.
Yeah. Oh, no,
that's the kind of guy I just don't get.
Don't even get me started on that.
I don't get that. That a lot of things make me feel old now. You know, just starting with my personal experience, shitting, everything like that. I feel old, right?
One episode. Can we go one episode?
Just every time I get on the toilet, I feel old. But what I'm saying is, when I see like that culture of what, like how this guy's talking about this and that Jack Doherty shit with his girl and all this stuff that's going on, I just like, this is beyond me. This is beyond me.
What's Jack Doherty do? He's a streamer?
Just a streamer. He's just
on
an influencer.
Kick or something, right?
Yeah.
And he's got the broccoli hair, and then what is he? He's got a girl.
Yeah, his girl's like an OnlyFans chick, and they're always pretending like. They're always pretending like they're mad at each other, or like, she's cheating on him. Like he's got his phone. He's like, "What the fuck, babe?" And he like goes to the window, and she's like surrounded by 8 black dudes. It's that kind of shit.
Really?
They do. Yeah.
But who the fuck watches this shit? I know it's very popular, but who? Kids?
People that this guy.
Kevin does. Kevin loves it. Kevin's
I try my best to ignore all of that, but I still know about this.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You got to know about it, right? He's the guy who crashed the McLaren, right?
Yeah.
But that's the least of it. Just all the,
Yeah, I mean, I guess.
I don't know, man. But this is what I'm saying. The energy you have towards this guy is that same kind of thing. I just realized I don't get it.
Yeah.
When does that happen?
Yeah.
Maybe when Wolf gets a sick ass Satoshi Nakamoto flannel.
He gonna look sick in that.
I won't even know what that is.
You won't, because it's not in your price range, bro. No,
I won't know.
I'm kidding.
You know what I mean? I have no idea.
Oh, you guys can't.
First of all, Wolf already dresses better than me because of Rachel.
Right, of course, right.
He's got a Fendi shirt and shit like that. I'm
Right,
like, what
right.
what did you?
Right.
Yeah, I would never. I mean,
that's
looks
pretty
crazy.
sick. That's pretty sick.
You know what? I would wear that.
That one, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't like the name on the back like that.
But that's what makes it
sick,
cool.
though. The fucking back. Look at that.
But that's what makes it cool.
No. See, and this is why you don't wear stuff like that.
No. Chris.
I'm what makes it cool when I wear it,
No,
dude.
Chris.
Listen, dude.
If that were the case, you would wear anything.
There's a difference between
Oh, here we go.
here's this cool outfit I'm wearing, and here's me in this outfit. If you are not experiencing the latter, just put on a t-shirt and shorts, bro, and that's what you do, and that's fine.
Chris,
here's me in this outfit.
That's a regular ass
That's
flannel.
the mindset.
Okay.
Here's me in this outfit, not here's this cool outfit I'm wearing. Fuck.
That flannel
I'm not
is
saying
only cool because the name is on it. If you took the name off that flannel, you could buy that at Target.
You'd have to buy 2 and sew them together.
Okay. And by the way, when this starts not being cool, it will be at Target. Like Structure. Remember Structure? Remember how cool Structure was and how expensive it was? That shit was in JCPenney's
Well, it was never
2
this,
years later.
It was never $3,000, but yeah. Structured, bro. Remember that?
Yeah.
I saw a Structure sign the other day, and I literally go, oh, yeah!
Wow, this is $3,000? Listen. By the way, I can afford that.
No, I know. I'm joking.
No. But then what I'm saying is, I would never.
No. I know.
Like on purpose. Like this is what I'm saying is whatever lifestyle that is, or like coolness choices you want to make.
Yeah.
I'm
Fuck,
beyond that.
If you showed up in that, bro,
it would look dumb. I would look dumb. You know what
I have to do? Nerf you at the door. You can't come into this podcast, bro.
And then I'm on the podcast like, man, I had on my Kobayashi.
Kobayashi.
I had on my Kobayashi fucking hoodie, pants combo, and this motherfucker wouldn't let me in, man.
Can't you have a midlife crisis so we can just fucking have a ball and laugh and fucking have a, you know what I mean?
You know what? Maybe you're right.
You're 53, right?
Yeah, it could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Have one, dude.
I know.
Get a fucking.
But to me, my midlife crisis is twitching video games.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I do. My midlife crisis is I had a baby at 53.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's not going to spend $2,300 on a dumb quilt.
Yeah. It's funny because now I'm 45 and people are like, oh, dude, he got like they could point at anything I have and be like, oh yeah, he's got a midlife crisis. And it's like, bro, I've been this dude.
I know, but because you being famous.
Right. It negates it a little bit.
I know, but they're giving you 3 extra years. But let me.
Will Smith, they're famous enough to wear that shit? All right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right,
you get 3 extra years because you coming up on.
I understand.
The old guys here.
I understand. I get it, bro.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I understand.
Did I tell you this? Like one time, I remember, like I was on stage and I'm crowd working, and these young girls in the crowd, and I'm like, oh, you guys probably. I said I made a Brad Pitt reference, you know?
Yeah.
And the girl went, oh, isn't he like 40? And I was like, in my mind, I was like, wow. Then I was like, oh my, I have to change all your references because, like, 20 years ago, if you were talking about, you were making reference to like the hottest guy in the world, it would be Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, yeah.
Now it's like,
now you got to do Timothy Sports Chalet.
Oh my God! Please, somebody make an AI video. Somebody's gotta make an AI video. Hi, this is Timothy Sports Chalet. That's what, you know what? In like 10 years, when his career's over.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Timothy Chalamet for Sports Chalet.
You know what? That's his name moving forward.
Sports Chalet.
God, sometimes,
Yeah.
you really get me.
Yeah. I love it, bro. We're good like that. We get each other, bro.
Timothy Sports Chalet. Kevin, you're not giving it enough, Kevin. Kevin's not giving it enough.
It is what it is.
Oh, dude.
That's good.
That's a good reference for old people, too.
Yeah. Well, also, I think Sports Chalet was only in the southern west. I don't know if it was everywhere.
No, they had that commercial.
No, I know that, but
that
I think
was in
L.A.
No?
Okay.
Yeah, they had a Sports Chalet.
I don't know what Sports Chalet
Yeah, he's from Ohio.
This is what I'm saying.
He's not cultured.
You know what, by the way?
He's not cultured.
That's why that joke's still... That's an old guy joke.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's us hating on the new regime. Yeah. And it's just hilarious.
At least you know I'm not just laughing just to laugh.
Nah, it's good.
That's true.
That's good.
That's true.
Kevin,
you're
Kevin
fired.
Keeps it real. Kevin keeps it real.
He's fired, but Thank you for keeping it real. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you the side of the desk that needs to keep it real. It's over here.
One of the funniest things ever in stand-up comedy is when Chris Rock said, "That's not keeping it real. That's keeping it wrong." Dude, that is so the pinnacle of funny to me. Bro, when I go like that, I go, he's a goat. Like that is that's keeping it to stare in the crowd.
Make a nigga happier.
Watch. Play it.
Not knowing the answer to your question. Just ask a nigga a question. Any nigga. Hey, nigga, what's the capital of Zaire? I don't know that shit. Keeping it real. Niggas love to keep it real. Real dumb.
This is unbelievable.
You know what's funny about this, man? At the time, on my business
Does it go
card,
to the end?
No,
I had a business card at the time, a comedy business card, and on the bottom it said, "Keeping it real."
And it wasn't a joke.
It wasn't a joke, right, Chris? And I remember.
What the picture looked like too.
No, it was just.
Oh no.
Just a business card. And I remember watching this and picking up my card and looking at it. Chris, I'm looking at the card. I went, oh, fuck.
Oh, man. I got to print new ones. Dude.
I did. I got rid of them. That literally the day I watched this,
That's great.
I got rid of those business cards.
That is one of the best bits ever, bro. Keeping it wrong. That's, bro, because you know what he's gonna say. You know what he's gonna say, and you think, well, he's not gonna say that because he's gonna surprise me.
Yeah.
But he doesn't and surprises you with the regular thing, bro.
Oh my God.
To me, that is the pinnacle. That is so good.
Is he who's your favorite comic? Like, if you had to, like, we listed the Batmans.
Yeah,
give me your comics.
I might say Chris Rock. Like I might say him.
This particular special.
Yeah, well, this one, forget it.
I think first one, but that's like
Yeah.
what got me into stand-up.
Yeah.
I was like 9.
Yeah, bring the
but I'll shake the shit out of a
Oh
woman.
man, all of this stuff.
Now, like you said, I'm not saying he should have killed her,
Oh, dude.
but I understand.
He always had that where he had this like, but I understand.
Basically, what he was like, he had the sayings like Johnny Cochran or some shit, bro.
Yeah.
This dude, I mean, he's just great, dude.
I'll say this: I Chris Rock's my favorite, but I don't think anybody's better than Chappelle.
No. Yeah, I understand that for sure. Chappelle's phenomenal,
but this guy's my favorite.
Yeah. Well, it's a difference between like, favorite and Chappelle's doing something different though.
Yeah, it's
now,
just-
I mean, he is hilarious.
No, but I was just watching that his SNL monologue.
Yeah.
The one about
the
Diddy, and
Yeah.
I was like.
Yeah.
Just it's something.
No,
the way,
he's great.
The
He's
way he constructs
phenomenal. Yeah,
sentences.
he's
is
amazing,
Like,
yeah.
But I think.
Yeah, no, I can't argue that. I mean,
think
like,
Rock, Chappelle,
are both of those.
I think, man, it's some of these people I don't even like, but I think Rock, Chappelle, like Louis. I think the way Louis constructs sentences.
Louis great.
Yeah, I think he's great. And then I would say Burr.
Yeah,
I think there's just
Burr's up there for
just
sure.
because what I like about Burr is the way he'll set up a premise early.
That's what,
and you're like this. That's
what Chris Rock does. That's what Chris Rock does.
But not.
Burr,
But it's weird coming from a white pasty Irish dude.
Totally.
He sets up this premise, and you're like, what the fuck are you about to say?
Yeah.
And then by the end of it, you're just like,
you're
you're just agreeing.
That's
and
a
you're
true.
laughing.
To me, that's the test of a true comic.
Yeah. So that's like, I think those are the top 4.
Like when he was like, Arnold Schwarzenegger should have cheated on his wife, and everyone's like, ooh.
Yeah. And then if
And
I
then
think
you
about,
understand by the end, you're like, I guess why he cheated on his
and I'm
wife.
trying to think of like old school people that like, if I had to say like my modern comics, Chris Rock's my favorite, but my favorite of all time is going to be Eddie Murphy. He just didn't do enough stand-up.
Yeah, I agree, yeah.
He just didn't do enough
Agree,
stand-up.
agree.
But when he did do the stand-up, I was like, I want to do that.
He was great.
I literally remember myself
He's the
saying,
one who got me.
yeah,
Made
I was
me
like,
get
I
into it.
want to do this.
Yeah, same.
Just the way you the act out,
the guy had
like
everything.
the confidence and shit. I was like, my God.
Yeah.
I think that he might be the most confident person ever to walk the earth, Eddie Murphy.
That's keeping it wrong is hilarious, bro. I see that and I think, God damn it. First of all, that had to come from him. That from any other comedian, still good. But that from him is amazing, bro.
Well, especially in the context of what he's talking about.
Well, I forgot what the context was until I just saw it right now. But I just love the
Dude,
line.
move that because you keep fucking stepping on it and making noise. God.
Oh, man. Anyway.
Keeping it wrong.
Fuck that. God. That just is.
When are we going to get calls again? When are we going to get people?
Yeah, we should. Maybe. Do they like doing that? Do they like doing it? I think they like doing it.
They do like doing it. We just started to get a lot of the same
people. All right, let's put it out there. We need some new people. We need your calls. We need to know what's going on at your job. We need to know your favorite Batmans. We need to know, like, does your wife get on your nerves? We need to know if you need some dating advice. We need to know whatever it is. You know what I mean? If you can't get in the Lifeline with Chris D'Elia and Matt D'Elia, you call Golden Hour. Hit up Nick. He'll give you your his home address, his email, his social security number.
Yeah.
And, come on, get out there.
I know what my favorite comedy set is of all time.
Oh, your favorite comedy set?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's Bernie Mac on Def Comedy Jam.
Oh, interesting.
And if you know the story,
I ain't afraid of you.
And if you know the story behind it too, it's just
that was a great
one. And then
because you said that, it made me open my mind up to different things.
Eddie Murphy's first Johnny Carson too was phenomenal. Crazy, bro. He's like 20. And he's just like, what's up? You know,
I think he was younger than that.
Yeah, maybe. Insane.
I think he was younger than that.
He could have been younger than that. But the Bernie Mac one is, I ain't afraid of you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That, because everyone was bombing beforehand. Look at this. How old is he, bro?
You know what? I think I think a lot of my favorite sets are from year one Def Jam.
Yeah, that shit was killer, bro.
Year one Def Jam was like, a lot of, only like a few of them really stand up because they just had that 25-year thing and they were showing people's things and you'd be like,
right, of course, yeah. But that's comedy.
Yeah. But but in a way that you're like, whatever. But there was a lot of my favorites, you know.
Bro, this and I always think of this one and the Bernie Mac one. Bro, that Bernie Mac one,
let's watch this one. I don't remember this.
Yeah, he's just so confident and 4 years old.
He's emerged as one of the brightest lights of the cast on that show, and this is his first time
21
on the Tonight program.
21, okay.
Eddie Murphy.
So young.
Eddie.
Look at.
Oh, just stop. Just the way he walks
already.
out.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. This is where I'm like, man, this motherfucker's got no business doing this.
Yeah, dude, the way he just strolled out of there.
It's
like,
crazy, bro.
By the way, where them white bitches at?
By the way, in a suit, you know he doesn't wear that shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like, I'll wear it. This is okay. Go ahead.
Thank you. Shut up.
Amazing. Just.
I've been in this is nice, California. I've been out in here for about 3 days. If anybody see me walking around, I have to explain. I had the same suit on for 3 days because I like this suit. I bought it from the catalog and I enjoy it. You ever see those guys modeling clothes in catalog? Ever see those guys doing the same thing in their suit? Every time I put on the suit, I gotta go like this.
That's funny. It's still funny.
I was just outside standing in front going. You know?
The confidence is
Anybody ever see
crazy.
those guys that model their underwear in these books? And they smile while they're doing it, they stand out there going.
God, what a.
Did you notice these guys never have no bulge? You ever check that out? And they're standing there in front of millions of people, smiling. First of all, if I didn't have no bulge, I would not be modeling no underwear.
Bro.
And you know what I'm thinking? The dirty version of this is what
Not
he
on
probably
Carson.
really does.
I damn sure wouldn't be smiling. I might be modeling like this. You know, Johnny said something about buckwheat a little earlier. He was talking about buckwheat. And I did buckwheat on my show, right? And the name buckwheat, I started thinking, right? I'm from a predominantly black family. And I have yet to run into a relative named Buckwheat at a cookout, you know? You can't just walk off the streets and walk up to somebody and say, hey, how you doing? My name's Tom. What's yours? Oh, my name's Buckwheat, man. Nice to meet you. Yeah, Buckwheat. That's my name. No, I'm serious. I ain't got no last name. Buckwheat. That's it. I'm serious. You don't believe me? Ain't that right, Stymie? Here's my brother Stymie over here. And don't even want you to meet my other brother. Hold on. Farina! Yeah, Buckwheat and Farina. You know how most people name after their father? Me and Farina was named after their father's favorite breakfast. Buckwheat and Farina.
You know what's funny?
My mama named all the kids after cereal, man.
Is what he's doing right now is what every black comic did in every movie. Anytime you think of a black guy being a black guy, it's this voice.
Quisp and Quake, right there. And that's my littlest brother right there. He's a little slower than everybody else. His name is Special K.
This is a great set, bro. I love this shit.
That's my big sister. She a prostitute. Her name is Trix.
What I love about this is the bits are so long. Like,
stand next to her is my big brother. He's homosexual. His name is Lucky Charms. You might know. I'm gonna quit show business. Making my announcement.
I guess he was
I'm
20.
gonna become a Secret Service man.
He's born in April.
It's the truth. Because they have no black Secret Service men. And we would make better Secret Service men than white people. Truth.
God, already ripe. This is so good.
Because we're more menacing. We are. See, we have a different rhythm to us. We see somebody that looks suspicious. We just walk over to the guy and say, excuse me, man, you crowding Mr. President.
He's such a good actor.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about him.
Then I'm gonna run for president, because we haven't had any black presidents lately either, have we? Somebody black should run. It'd be different. There's nothing to lose. It'd be fun, man. It can't get no worse than it's been the past 100 years. I figured, why not take the risk? Everybody's afraid to run, though, because they know that even though it's 1982, it's still a risky business to be the first black president. You know, you have to give speeches like this. My fellow Americans, the president up there, we the people must get together and join hands. Oh, you watch these people over there? I don't think they're too happy about this.
It's all the claps of agreement about the racism in the country.
The black dude in the back going, hey, that ain't funny. No kidding, I'm not gonna quit the business. I'm having fun. I bought a new car recently. I ain't gonna say what kind of car it is, but in 82 the cars talk. Did you know that? Anybody get a new car recently? The cars speak to you. If you leave your lights on, the car will say, ding, lights are on. And that's bad, man. I leave my lights on purpose when I take a girl out. I get out the car say, lights are on. The girl says, did your car say something? I say, yeah, it did. But I bought my car from like a black dealer, so it got a different rhythm to it.
Oh, it's an Erik Griffin
Leave
joke.
your lights on, the car say, hey man, you left your lights on.
To
I
go.
said the lights is on, man. Damn, what, you blind and deaf?
God. SNL at that time,
Yeah.
it should have been called the Eddie Murphy Show.
Well, it's still, I mean, it had good people on it.
That basically
Still.
is the only thing that changed. I still live in the same neighborhood with the new car, and it's kind of tough, man. The other day I got inside the car and put the key in to start it up, and the car said, say, man, somebody stole your battery.
Man, that's so good. I just love how are you that confident at 20, bro?
Now this part right here is crazy too, because he already knew he was going to the couch.
Yeah, crazy. For those of you that don't know, Johnny Carson would only call people over to the couch if, I guess, he liked them, right?
Yeah, or if they killed or whatever it was like that. So he would be like, Eddie Murphy just turned and said, "Oh, you having me over?"
That's amazing, bro.
No, but I started doing comedy because of Eddie Murphy. I remember watching, and it was, it's crazy too. It wasn't even Delirious. It was Raw. I remember going to watch Raw in a movie theater.
Crazy.
There's only been a few comics that have done movie theater things that have been, but I think Raw was one of the most successful ones. And
Man, I'm glad I watched that again, bro. That was fucking wild. yeah, Eddie Murphy was. I don't know which one I saw that I was like, oh, this is the one.
But he rarely does. Like I said, I think publicly like that. I don't think he did more than 5 sets.
So weird.
Yeah, like
but how are you that good? He must have been doing the club.
Well, he was doing dude. He was at the Comedy Store. He was 17, 18, 19 years old, and he was in New York and like just blasting it away, man. That all them guys like that
is crazy though. That's crazy. That's a like a phenom. I mean, because he hasn't been doing it more than 5 years.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no, I know. He's 21, 20.
Not nervous at all. But I guess you're on a live show like SNL at the time.
I guess, yeah, that helps.
You know what I mean?
All right, I'll be in Indianapolis, Irvine, Huntsville, Alabama, and Miami and Houston. Go get tickets at chrisleah.com.
Yeah, and I'll be selling merch at Timothy Sports Chalet. I love that. Timothy Sports Chalet.
I gotta piss.